to part 2 on the top 12 most interesting things to see and do in Cancun. We're on the island of Mujeres off the coast of Cancun, Mexico. Look for the list of the top 12 things to see and do at the end of the video that will highlight all the best places to visit. I'm getting back on the motor scooter and heading north along the eastern part of the island facing the Caribbean Sea. This is a quaint area with less people and lots of coastline, with some beautiful views and easy access to the ocean. This would be a great place to just get away from everything. This park feature is along the way back towards downtown. It's interesting how they bring these sea creatures to life in such a creative way. We're heading to the northeast tip of the island, which is just across from downtown. This North Beach area is something special. As look at this lagoon with a walking bridge going to the hotel. With the rocks and reef area on the water, it creates this natural lagoon that is relatively shallow. This is one of the most famous beaches in all of the Caribbean. As you can see, you have to walk across the bridge to get to this hotel, as the area around the hotel is private and kept just for the guests. Notice the boats anchored along the sand. It's an incredible location. Look at the fish swimming along here in the lagoon. The cool thing about this place is there is something for everyone. Of course, the kids think it's awesome, but so do the adults. And add a little music, food, and drink, and you've got quite the party going on here at times. Welcome to Life Across the Sea, where we visit faraway places, people, food, and culture, so you can see what life is like so far away. Well, hi, I'm Eric, the host of Life Across the Sea, and today I'm visiting the Cancun area of southeastern Mexico. Be sure to look for the map that will highlight all of the top locations at the close of this video. So just a short distance is downtown for all of the island, and it's within walking distance. There are restaurants, bars, shops, and many other locations. Once you are back near the ferry area, there is Central Beach, with lots of beach life going on there. It's fun to people watch in this area. Here's a view of the downtown area so you can see what it looks like. That I noticed was the similarity in parts of Mexico to the Philippines from the look of the construction in the more challenged areas. Here's Mexico, and here's the Philippines. Seems pretty close to me. I came across this church in the downtown area and took a closer look. I rented the scooter for 4 hours, and that was plenty of time to see the entire island. From there I headed back across the bay, and when I arrived at the ferry pier near downtown Cancun, there was a restaurant with live music. So I went in and checked it out. From there, I went back to the Hyatt Ziva and found this evening show going on there. Since the Hyatt Ziva is all-inclusive, There's just one price for most everything except the spa, which is extra, but the show and everything else is included along with the food. Look at the flexibility of this performer. That's pretty amazing. Amazing the strength of these performers. Please don't forget to like and subscribe so others can find this content. The next place I went was for a Mayan ritual and then off to the speedboats to race through the mangrove canals. This started off with this Mayan ritual, so you can see me being cleansed with the smoke. I'm not sure what I was being cleansed from, but apparently I needed it. I like these Mayan outfits and the drum playing. Fun to see these reenactments. This is what the Mayan temple looked like. That was a copy of an actual sacrificial ritual that was unearthed in the ruins near here. The staff assured us that they no longer do sacrifices. Here's the wood footbridge that we had to cross. I was the last one to go across, and the guy in front of me kept jumping up and down on the bridge to make it sway all over the place for his girlfriend, while I was trying to film, and that just wasn't very helpful. I don't think she was happy with him either. Going down the bridge. Now this one Mayan character was hiding out behind a rock on my way down these stairs. I had no idea he was there, but watch for my reaction. I think he was as surprised as I was. Alright, I'm in the speedboat and find myself here about to take off. Got a little 30 horsepower outboard, ought to be fun. Looking forward to it. Here we go. I had my own speedboat, and to my surprise, there was very little instruction on how to drive these 30 horsepower outboards. And you have complete control of the boat. This was a total blast. Here's a look going through the mangroves. I did get myself in trouble, as I was driving with my left hand and filming with my right, and we just happened to pass these policia along the land there. They weren't real happy with me filming while driving, but I was by myself, so I needed to capture all of this. The next thing I know, someone's blowing a whistle at me, and then this guy shows up in a speedboat racing up to me saying, "Come on, sir, be safe out here." We then came out of the mangroves and headed out to the reef to go snorkeling. When we arrived, we tied 6 boats together. We then put on our snorkeling gear and hopped in the water. There was an interesting concrete statue-like structure a ways from the boats where there are people facing each other on the bottom of the ocean sitting at a table. There was quite a bit of current this day, so I had to work a bit to get back to the boats. It wasn't easy getting back into the boat, as they were several feet above the water, and there was no swim step. When I arrived at the front of the boat, he said, "Turn around and have your back to me." Now I'm 200 pounds, so I'm thinking, is he really going to try to pull me by the life jacket out of the water? And sure enough, he grabbed the jacket and pulled me right out of the water onto the boat. You can see how it was done by watching the same technique with this guy. Of course, his friends thought it was absolutely hilarious. What if the guide couldn't pull you back into the boat that was several feet above the water without a swim step? At one point, I noticed that some of the outboards were actually running while we were swimming around the boats. I told Maui about it, and he simply said he started them up. Okay, yeah, no risk on that one with the prop moving in the water. One thing I want to mention about the snorkeling, though. It was okay out there at about 4 p.m., but not the ideal spot for snorkeling. So if that's what you're looking for, there are a lot of better spots for this activity in particular. The fun in this tour was really in the speedboat. On the way back to the marina, I ended up to be the first boat behind the guide. So I thought, well, this is interesting. As whatever I do, the boats behind me will follow, as it's just a big game of follow the leader. So as Maui was in front of me in his boat, and he was going straight ahead, I decided to turn side by side, crossing his wake like water skiing. And then everyone followed behind me in the same pattern. I thought, this is great. What should I do next? Right when I thought I was getting away with this, then Maui turned around and saw what I was doing. He laughed for a second, but then I was busted, and he motioned me to keep everyone straight. I thought it was pretty funny. Good thing Maui caught me as I was about to get creative. Well, this tour was for $99, and I would highly recommend it. It was 3 hours of fun, and it really did not disappoint. It even included a dinner at the end, and the transportation was free to be picked up at the hotel and brought back to it. So here's the list of the top things to see and do in the Cancun area, the top 12. So let's recap the places to visit. Swim with the dolphins, of course the Cancun beaches, the flea market, the nightlife in downtown. Here's the map of the first 5 places to visit. There's so much to see and do on Mujeres Island. Here's the map of Mujeres Island, starting from the ferry terminal and then heading to the southern tip, to Punta Sur and the aquatic park, the jungle tour Cancun by Speedboat, and of course the snorkeling and scuba diving as the Great Mesoamerican Reef is just off the coast of Cancun. I think it's the second largest coral reef system in the world. The Mayan ruins, the cenote swimming, which is natural freshwater pools with crystal clear like waters. It's a very unique experience. There's also a Biosphere reserve, and then lastly there is an eco-archaeological park where you can experience Mexico's natural beauty, culture, and history. If you have time, see the 4 bonus areas that are a little further out between Cancun and Tulum, about 1 to 2 hours to the south, but well worth the time. Well, be sure to take a screenshot so you have the complete list with you. I'll also put this list in the description area for this video. Please let me know what you thought of this video in the comments section and which activities look most interesting to you. We had mentioned in part 1 and asked for you to put in the comments how much you thought an all-inclusive resort in Mexico would be. The answer to that question is that most all-inclusive resorts in Mexico range between $500 and $1,000 per night, depending upon the season and the accommodations. Here's a map of the area with most of the destinations to visit. Everything worth seeing was fairly centrally located, as long as you start out at one of the hotels in the general downtown area, or close to it anyway. So a great place to go have some fun, enjoy the warm temperatures, and spend a week in flip-flops and shorts. I hope you enjoyed this episode and look forward to the next as we continue to explore places, people, and culture with life across the sea. And be sure to check out some of the other videos on this channel and let me know what you think of them in the comments. Thank you.